Hello, 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 and welcome back to another episode of me, Mr. Gill, GillCraft, playing stuff on my server. We are over here at spawn. I came over here to grab something and I've completely forgotten what it was. Let's just double check. The chests, was it something? I did need some more bones, yeah. I can't remember now. Let's just check if there's anything cool in here that we can steal. This is kind of, all this stuff is basically group. You know, for now, let's take a little bit of that actually. And one of these. And one of those. We do have our own iron and stuff like that. But yeah, for now, all these chests are kind of some of the stuff that we ground out before we started moving into our kingdoms. So it's kind of free stuff for anybody. You can see over there, I think that this is King R's kingdom. So we're in spawn now. And over here, there's a portal. That seems a strange place to put a portal. Why is a portal there? It seems too close. Oh well. Excuse me. So this is the border of spawn, and then we go into King R's kingdom, King R81, and he's building some sort of Tudor house, which looks fantastic, which looks very big. Very, very big. That window coming out there looks fantastic. This is cool. Very cool. We don't go into his kingdom unless he's on and I can ask him. We're trying to keep a little bit of the kind of story alive in that we are rival kingdoms. So we try not to enter each other's kingdoms unless we're given permission. Anyway, back to my little village. And actually this is kind of a nice view. You can see I've done little bits and pieces and we'll have a quick look at that. It's slowly coming together. Looks, I really quite like it. It needs a lot more dressing and a lot more detailing, but I quite like it. Hello, dogs. If we come over here, one thing that I just did was build this thing. So this is effectively a kind of big village pub. It's very blocky, needs a lot more detail around the outside because it's very square. I've purposely made the roof off center. I wanted it to look a little bit bleh. You can see on that side it has a chimney going all the way up. I like it there. Yeah, I quite like it. I mean, as I said, a lot more detail work, but you come in, standard bar area, big ass fireplace, go up here, this will be some sort of kitchen, back down around, lots of tables, up to the second floor, more tables. Here I'm kind of thinking, you know, this is where you could smoke meats or something like that. I don't know, and then big window. And then this kind of cross design, it just broke up a little bit the outside. We'll see if that works, or we want to add different detailing. I mean, maybe some stairs and slabs around the edges, etc., etc. But we come up here, a couple more of these. Why am I can't run. Eating bread at the moment. I need to get my food situation sorted out. And why have I got a chicken egg? Get rid of that. Finished a few more of these houses up around here. Expanded this farm a little bit around here, you can see, and then it comes over here, and then also added in, just bone mealed a lot, so added in a little bit of kind of detail in terms of grasses and little flowers popping up. And then also built this thing. I don't think I said this last time. And again, this is still a bit blocky, needs a little bit of work to it. But this is kind of like my lookout tower, and if you can see, and here I can watch King and see what he's doing. I'm suspicious. And you know, I think we tested it yesterday. We can get about, with a good arrow, we can get about 10 blocks away from each other's builds. So maybe, I don't know, if we added power 5, we could probably hit each other if he's working in the windows there. But I'm thinking up here I might see if I can trap some skeletons, so they could be on lookout always, shooting anybody who comes close. But I might need to work out how that works, because they won't be able to shoot through that block, will they? But yeah, that's for another time. But that's that, and that's that's looking cool. Closed door. So this is looking nice. As I said, still lots of bits and pieces to do. Got to finish off. There's still 4 or 5 houses to finish off, and then got to add details to the exteriors, finish off the roads, pathways, and then finish off the interiors of all the houses. That's... Oh, okay, because I made this the same floor level. That looks stupid. Yeah, kind of okay. Got to interior decorate everything. So build little beds, crafting bench, furnaces, so that people could be seen to be living there. But that's not what we're doing today. Today we're going to run around here. Also, see how if I leave out like a patch here, patch there, and then it kind of make it not straight, it creates it's a little bit more real than having a big ass square field. I mean, I know we have big ass square fields these days, but I don't think they were always big ass square fields. You know, like there's a patch there and there's this there, and I think there's a patch there missing, so it just creates a kind of roughness, a more real looking subsistence farm in a medieval society, I guess. And then coming down there as well looks good. Get out of my face. No, today we are, hey dogs, working on the spider caves. So I mentioned last episode we have this spider spawner down there. So what I've done is I've just dug out a kind of spiraling corridor down all the way. Blah 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 blah. That's too straight. I'll have to fix that. All the way down here, down, 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 curve, 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 tile, 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 and we come to the spider spawner. Over here is a little drop down where I can come to the other side as well. And this is we're going to turn into a drop farm, so where we can get string from. Now, I've never done a spider spawner before, but I think you can just dig down and then they spawn. Is that right? Don't they just spawn anywhere in the air? Do they spawn in the air? Maybe I'm being stupid. I think they spawn in the air. No, they need a block. They need a block. Maybe they spawn on top of this and they fall off. We can work that out later anyway. If we need to put up slabs or something, floating slabs for them to spawn on, then we can do that, I guess. But what we need to do is dig this all the way down, probably to at least, well, 25, 20, what is it, 23, 24 blocks from here. Magma block the whole thing up, put a rail underneath, and then have that kind of running around. We want to keep this within the law of our above things. So what we're going to do is, I think we're going to make the walls all black, either use coal or concrete, maybe both, to provide texture so that it looks like a big black cavern. And then what we also need to do is block off this bit here, but create, you know, this whole corridor down there should be corridor, staircase. It should be, we have to redesign as well, so it looks all kind of scary and, you know, vines and mossy cobble and dark areas and some of this stuff, basically cracked brick and blah 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 blah. So that's what we're going to work on today, and that's what I'm going to get started. Now, of course, when I say today, I mean this might take me 3 or 4 days in real time because I'm still busy and I still have work, but it'll look like today to you, and hopefully I can get it all finished by the time I want to release this episode, which is in a couple of days. So that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to start with digging this down first, and then I'm going to start on the redesign here. Sounds good? Sounds good to me. All right, see you soon. Okay, and we're back, and I've just spent an inordinate amount of time digging down here, only to then kind of think a little bit and go, oh, I don't actually need to drop the kind of the distance to kill them, because they're going to be landing on the magma cubes, and the magma cubes is going to kill them as well. I mean, I do want them to die fast, but it doesn't need to be super fast. So I've just wasted all my time coming down to virtual bedrock, which is fantastic. But what I might do is, while we've come down here anyway, let's just kind of use this space as the guide. So we'll probably go up 1 or 2 more. Let's grab some of this while we're here, eh? Thank you. Oh, missed him. That's fine. That goes there, and that goes there. Let's probably say that it'll be... let's say there is going to be our magma cube level. And that means then underneath, this will be our No, let's go up higher. Yeah, let's be smart and give ourselves space. So let's say there, magma cube level. That will be where the thingamajiggy's on, and that gives us a little bit of space to move them around and get something back upstairs. Cool. So that is done. Got that bit, and then I also started thinking about what I want the walls to look like, and I was starting to think about maybe using that that fog effect kind of thing you can get if you layer 3 layers of glass, is it not? I think it's 3 layers of glass. This is not going to look right because it still hasn't got the depth that we need, but let's, if we go like this, just take it back again. Like this far, yeah? I think I've never really tried this before. I have tried it once, but it was a long time ago. And then if we leave space, yeah, you got to leave air gap, air gap, air gap. No, I'll have to look it up. I know it's quite a popular thing to do. I know Iskal does it a lot, and lots of other people have done it. But yeah, I need something else there to make that work, to create that kind of fogginess. But yeah, then that leaves us here. Have we got any stone? We have got some stone. Let me just grab a little bit of stone. All I want to do is I just want to test if these spiders are going to spawn, because of course they only spawn on a full block. I don't know why I was thinking they're going to spawn in mid-air. That's just kind of crazy talk. So I don't know how we're going to make them spawn. I guess we could put some slabs or something in the center, maybe. I'll have to again have a look. I haven't really looked up any of this stuff. 35 dots, yeah, that's good. Bam, 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 bam. Like so. Wait. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, hello. Let's just go like this. And I'm doing this so I can take the torches away, and they're not going to spawn on the sides here. Yeah, you get me, I think you get me. If I go like this, and like this, then I should be able to knock out the torches. Oh, ow, he spawned on me. Where did he spawn? Where on earth did he spawn from? They are spawning in mid-air, no? Wait a second. Or are they spawning on the spawn block? On the spawner block? Come on. Here they go. They're just spawning in midair. And that's a skeleton spawn down there. That's odd. Fantastic. Okay, so that does work. Okay, so I don't need to think about putting any thingamajiggies on there. Okay, excellent. Awesomeness. Okay, so they will spawn in midair, and then we just need to work out the rest of it. Yeah, but that's taken me a lot longer than I thought it would. I ran into that lava patch, and that took me ages to fix up. That skeleton's annoying. Have I got bow and arrow? I have. You can see me now, can't you? You're dead. How is he spawning? It's not. That's all pretty lit up. Maybe there on that one, isn't it? Alright. Fine. So to finish this off, I'm going to need a crap ton of glass and concrete, which is difficult because we as yet are not visiting other biomes. 1.14 was pre-released yesterday. Hey, go away. Why are you spawning? You shouldn't be able to spawn. Everything should be lit up enough. 1.14 was pre-release yesterday. And I don't know if I want to update this world yet. I might want to wait a bit, maybe another few days to make sure there's no major bugs. But yeah, so as of yet, we're not visiting other chunks. We don't want to visit other chunks so that we don't, load in all the chunks and then they don't get the update, or we have to delete them, blah, 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 blah. Basic server management stuff. So it's hard for me to get sand and or gravel because we can't visit a desert. There is no desert around here. And we can't visit a gravel mountain, so to make concrete is hard, to make glass is tricky. So I might have to put this one on hiatus for a couple of days. I can, of course, do the work on here. I did want a bit of concrete for this, but I can at least start the tunnel. And that's kind of what I was meant to do today, but now I've just spent trying to 2 hours, and I died like twice, falling in that damn lava. 2 hours kind of digging down and then trying to get my stuff back and make myself other tools and more. I lost everything, more crappy armor and all that. Then yeah, so that's taken a while, but what I'll do is I'll do a bit more now off camera, and then hopefully by the end of this episode I should be able to show you some progress, especially on the cabin bit. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, and we're back. So as you can see, I've dug this all out and I started to put the wall up. I was thinking about doing that kind of that deep fog effect. Yeah, I decided not. So we're just going to go for concrete, maybe concrete powder as well. You can see the kind of variation. I don't know. We'll see what happens when we put glass on top of that and how it looks. But for now, because I don't have access to sand or gravel yet, there's not much more I can do here. Now, I've done not quite a bit, say a quarter of this. I've just started adding in, and so, ooh, damn. So the way I do this, the way I do any building is, yeah, you might notice I'm called Dinker. That's an issue. We'll talk about that later. The way I do any sort of like this, and I like to build quite randomly, is that I take one, a couple of stacks of, say, the mossy cobble, and I go down and I place kind of randomly mossy cobble everywhere I think that looks good, and then I go back up and I take a stack of the podzol and I come down and I place podzol everywhere I think it looks good. Then I think, okay, I need some slabs for stairing, let's use that, blah blah blah, and then some cobble. Then we start thinking about this spider cobwebs, then start thinking about dark oak, so I've done a little bit. What I do need though is I think I need clay, terracotta. I think I need like brown terracotta or black terracotta, would also be good highlights, and I need to think about ways of lighting, and I think probably what we're going to do is some form of slab lighting, if that still works. We got any slabs? Yeah. I think that still works. I heard somewhere that that's going to stop. Is it? I don't know. But we can do something like a bit like this, yeah. But we put a torch there, and then if we have a slab there, no, there's some way to do it. I can't remember exactly how, but I can look that up, like so. Yeah, and so we get that kind of mood effect coming through there. So, as I said, done a little bit, lots more to do, and I need a lot more. I need some resources, so I need the biomes to be available as soon as 1.14 is stable enough to move to. We will do that. Other than that, what have I been doing just recently? I've just been I kind of geared up a little bit. I went and did a bit of mining, so nothing is really that good, but I thought I'd better start thinking about it. Yeah, that's about all. Where's this? How big is this house now? Where's it gone? What happened to my render distance? I should easily be able to see it. Let's have a look. Because I think it's the next day since I recorded the last clip. So let's see how big his Tudor mansion has got. Should load now that I come over the hill. No. Come on. There you go. Holy moly. Holy moly, that's big. Look at him. Yeah. Yeah. No, that went too far. Maybe inside I could get. I think that went in. Did he look at me? Run! I shouldn't be doing that. Just annoying him. Yeah, that's a big mansion. So yeah, that's all we're going to do today. So we started on the spider cave, but we're kind of at an impasse now because we need resources, and that should be fairly soon. We will get. We'll be able to move to 1.14. As I said, the pre-release is out now, so it'll only be a week or so. What's that shitty arrow? Maybe. And then we'll be able to finish that off. The next episode, I believe what we're going to start to do is think about... Over here I mentioned we need a barracks. Not barracks, like a garrison of the king's troops that defend this village. And that's going to be in this area. So we'll probably do that in the next episode. Or we try and do something completely different. So I haven't decided yet, but that'll be sometime this weekend. So anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. And if you leave a like or a comment, that always helps. Any views are nice views. And that's all good. I'll put this back. Okay, cool. See you guys. Bye.